these deer horn knives are one of the rarer weapons in Chinese martial art. They are very popular with the Bagua practitioners. So in this video, I'm going to be talking all about the deer horn knives we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the history of how they may have come about. I'm going to be talking about the styles that use them, and at the end I'm going to put together a short montage of people training with deer horn knives. Hi, my name is Doug Swift. I've been doing martial arts for the past 33 years and the owner of Enso Martial Arts for the past 16 years. If you're liking this video, click the little icon, subscribe to this channel and get all the latest videos from Enso Martial Arts. So let's get into this video and learn about the deer horn knives we have for sale at Enso Martial Arts. So these deer horn knives are one of the rarer weapons in Chinese martial arts. You don't see them that often. You don't see them used like in Chinese demos that often across China. It's not that often you yet see people doing demonstrations with these. So yeah, it's one of the rarer weapons. It's something that most people, even like long-term kung fu practitioners, won't get onto. It's just not something you see very often. However, they are very popular with the Bagua practitioners. So Bagua is the style that's known for it. It's a rare style in itself, but within Bagua, people will get onto these eventually if you can find a teacher and if you can have a long enough career in it. You also do see them pop up in other styles, maybe like the Choi Li foot styles, Mantis, maybe like some of the other kung fu styles, but it's really Bagua that are known for them. Now, in terms of like how they came about, for me, it looks like a kind of like Chinese version of the knuckleduster. So very simple design in a way, like two bits of metal kind of welded together, and acts as a really good hand guard, and you know, fairly lightweight, not too like bulky, but it would just be used for like stabbing, maybe a bit of lock-in with the sort of tips that face forward, but mainly like stabbing, lock-in, like punching and striking. So yeah, it's a bit of like a glorified knuckleduster, but very simple in the way that it's used. Yeah, not too fancy, fairly brutal, and yeah, that's how I see the evolution of these. So it's just about protecting the hands, having a nice handhold, and then just being able to strike without damaging your hands. Now these have quite a lot of different names, so there's all kinds of different things that these are called. So deer horn knives tends to be the most popular, and as you can see how they got their name. But they're also called duck knives. I'm not sure about that, but crescent moon knives makes a lot of sense. And then obviously all the Chinese translations of those ones. You also get Mandarin axes. Now, I'm not sure how they got axes out of these, but again, you know, it's a name that does come up with and associate to these. But deer horn knives is the most commonly used name. Now, if you wanted to get some of these made out of like combat ready steel, or like hardened, sharpened, all the rest of it, even though they're pretty small, it'll be quite a job. Getting like perfect bevels on these edges and like decent tips, it's possible, but yeah, you don't see them that often. I have seen some sort of beveled, heavy edged deer horn knives in China. Sometimes they've got a much longer tip on one of the edges with like fixed wooden handles, but it's not that common. The majority of the ones that you see are like this, which is a single piece of sheet steel, relatively thin but not flexible at all, and it's made out of one single piece of cut steel, and then with a handle wrap on it. So yeah, quite simple in design, and this helps keep the cost down. The beveled ones are much more expensive because I guess a lot more work has got to go into them. Also, if you were getting a combat one, the edges on the outside and on the tips and on the inside crescent moon would all be sharpened, so the whole thing's relatively sharp. So it's quite a dangerous weapon really. If you imagine you've got one in both hands and you're striking, punching and fighting, it'll be quite a gruesome weapon. Now this wouldn't be the type of weapon that you get in like wartime, like battlefield. It would be much more sort of individual, like self-protection kind of weapon. Something that maybe you'd use to fight against bandits if villages are getting invaded. You know, China was pretty tribal, loads and loads of bandits if you're moving around. So either you'd be working for like as a protector, bodyguard, like protection service, or just defending your own village. it's more likely to get something like this made, you would be like a professional. So yeah, probably a type of bodyguard weapon, I think. So just having a look at the dimensions of these deer horn knives. So top to bottom, general length, it comes in around 11 inches or 28 centimeters. And then front to back, across the hand width, it's about 4 inches, 10 centimeters, something like that. Just having a look at the weight, and I will weigh these individually, and obviously you get a pair whenever you buy deer horn knives, you get a pair, but individually they weigh in about 310 grams each. So at Enso Martial Arts, we do pride ourselves on having quite a wide range of Chinese weapons, including some of the quite rare ones. So as well as the deer horn knives, we also have the wind and fire wheels, the kung fu iron rings, the tiger hook swords, the tiger fork, and the meteor hammers. But check out the whole range of Chinese martial art weapons on our website. So as I said at the beginning of the video, here is a short montage of people training with deer horn knives. Thanks very much for watching. I hope it was useful. I hope you learned loads about the deer horn knives we have for sale at Enso. If you like this video, click the little icon, subscribe to this channel and get all the latest videos and updates from Enso Martial Arts. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon. Cheers!